while he's currently playing in an Eastern Conference final for the Cavaliers. The fact that you have to question his effort 3 or 4 separate times in his career as to whether or not he's actually tanking games. I mean, that's the difference between Jordan and LeBron James. It really is.
I completely disagree with that. Nobody on this show is questioning his effort.
That's you. That's not us. That's you. That's not us. We're not doing that.
No shot.
Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Very defensive there. I did not say you guys were doing that.
No, but you said we're having this conversation. You're having this conversation. We're not having this conversation.
No, I'm saying the reason this conversation exists is because of that reason. You guys might not be having it. Other people are having it. And you ask Cavalier fans if they felt like LeBron James was giving max effort that final game at Boston when he took his jersey off as he was leaving the court and then decided to come down to Miami. And then you ask Heat fans if you feel like he was giving max effort in that Spurs final the last year in Miami. Ask them, because those are the conversations that fans have.
Well, that's fine, but as Bill Parcells once said, Stugotz, when you start listening to the fans, pretty soon you're going to be sitting with them.
Yeah, but guys, no, but it's not just. Listen, I've had the conversations. I've heard Stephen A. Smith on his radio show say that LeBron James might not want to make it back to the finals because he doesn't want another finals loss on his resume because he knows he can't beat Golden State.
Just because Stephen A. says that doesn't mean I'm going to believe it. I think that's ridiculous. I think that is a ridiculous thought for anybody, not you, for anybody to say. I think it's ridiculous to question that. I mean, it's amazing how people want to get in the minds of players and say, oh, yeah, he did this because of that. Oh, yeah, he did this because of that. How many times has Jordan been down 0-2 or 0-3 in a series? Never. You know, going to a finals or in a finals. And I'm not saying that when you get there, you should, and I don't think he tanked them, but we're talking about the effort. I get Jordan's never been in that position. That could be a feather in his cap as well. But just because somebody says it doesn't mean it's true. I mean, do we all of a sudden we think LeBron doesn't want to go to the finals because he's afraid to lose another finals? To me, that's a joke. I would disagree with anybody who said that.
Mike, but it might be a joke to you, and it might be a joke to Trey, but it's not a joke to other people.
But that doesn't mean it's true. But that doesn't mean it's true.
It doesn't mean it's true, Trey. I'm not saying that it's true, but the fact that conversation exists amongst people who are credible, not me, Stephen A. Smith, and others, the fact that conversation is out there is the reason that people will never hold them up to Jordan.
Well,
that's all I'm saying.
No, I know. All we're saying is the fact that it's out there is that people have platforms that they need to fill for us.
Yeah, I would put that more on the people saying it than the actual realistic conversation.
Do you really believe that he wasn't giving max effort in that game against Boston in Game 2? Do you really believe that?
Do you really believe that if he won a third consecutive NBA championship with the Miami Heat, that he would have went back to Cleveland?
Don't answer my question right now.
There's no way he goes back to Cleveland.
Answer the question.
No, answer the question. Do you believe he wasn't giving max effort in Game 2 when he had a 40-point triple-double, the third most in NBA history, passing Oscar Robertson?
Yes. Defensively, yes. I do not think the greatest player in the world, maybe the greatest player we've ever seen. Yes, I do not think he was giving max effort on the defensive end. No, I absolutely believe that he was not playing as well as he could have played defensively.
We'll just agree to disagree.
LeBron James doesn't let guys get to the rim. He doesn't do that, guys.
We'll just agree to disagree.
Walk down the lane.
Moving on. We'll just agree to disagree on that because I think that's insane. Stugotz with us, and we're happy to have him.
Yes,
Let's be clear about that. From the Dan Levitard Show, Stugotz. Let's move on to another superstar who people are questioning, but this time not about his heart and what he's thinking, but actually how he's playing, and that's Steph Curry. It's pretty clear that the Rockets are targeting Steph defensively, and he's only made 1 3-pointer in each of the first 2 games. Do you think he's 100% right?
No, I don't. This is not the Steph Curry that we've become accustomed to over the last couple of years. This is the Steph Curry that we've become accustomed to when he looks injured, because he's been injured in a couple of postseasons here in the past couple of years. I don't think Steph Curry is right. The jumper's off. The leg appears to be hurt. He's not. I heard the guys talking about it last night on the telecast. It just doesn't seem like he has, some spring, the normal spring that he has in those legs and going to the basket. So, no, and they're picking on him, Mike, as you pointed out earlier. They are absolutely trying to pick on him defensively, and they should, because clearly he's not right. So they're just trying to get plays where it's Harden or Eric Gordon or Ariza or Paul or whomever one-on-one with Steph Curry. And so, no, I don't think he's right. I still think the Warriors win the series. Listen, all the Rockets did last night was what they were supposed to do, right? We've been waiting for this series the entire year, and the Rockets have been the best team by far in basketball the entire year. So the Rockets did what they were supposed to do last night and got that series back to 1 game apiece. I still think the Warriors are going to win it, but Steph Curry is definitely not right, guys. Like, that's not a Steph Curry you guys have seen before, right?
No, it's not even close.
No,
so that, and the thing is, Stu, with Steph, he doesn't have to score, but so often the offense goes through him, and that's what gets everybody going. And the offense isn't going through him right now, setting everybody else up. It was just weird. That was only, I think, the second time